We are going to get back into this match really shortly here. I believe there are some GA rules that are coming through in these 2v2s, Tony. You know, some items that, you know, players are coming up with an agreement, a gentleman's agreement. That's what GA stands for, and they're choosing not to use these items, such as, you know, the shock grenades, the heat wave, bulldog, a couple of the items of the long list in the rule set. But I believe that's what happened there. So they're just going to go to a full restart. Nothing too big here. We're getting into this next match right now. But I want to see Perzecute kind of pop off. I've seen he's got that. He just stays cool, man. And, you know, I've never seen the guy like get really aggravated. I've seen him stay cool every time I've watched him in these tournaments, at least in the tournament setting. He tends to keep his cool. We're hopping on board with Demon off the start. He's going to go right for top center. Let's see if he can get some pushes on this utility where Rorzch is stapled.
Yeah, one of my weird rulings are, you know, I always say this. I say that if you're a 2s kid, 2 skills can translate over to 4s. You're gonna be baiting and switching. You're gonna be pushing with your teammate. You're gonna understand the sight lines of watching 2 different angles while not being holding hands with your teammate at all time. I don't feel the same way that 4 skill set translate to 2s. You can be an amazing 4s player and not be that good when it comes to these money 2 settings. And we found that out a lot in Halo 5, and I'm sure that's going to be the same thing here in Halo Infinite. Both of these teams know 2s very well. We're seeing them go at it, and it's a 4-0 lead going in favor of Perzecute and Demons.
Demons doing a really great job of starting off strong here. Exactly what you want to see. You see Perzecute pushing in on this blue base. Of course, in the Slayer on Aquarius, there are going to be dynamic spawns. We got to be careful of those. The perfect comes through from Perzecute. Can he get the double? He does not. Leuor gets the kill onto him and shuts him down. That's going to be 2 kills on the board so far for Leuor and Rorzch.
Leuor now going to make his way over towards that P side. That top 50% of the map being controlled is going to be so important, whether it's P side or car side. You definitely want to keep your opponents on rotation, slay them out, and influence those spawns as much as possible. Leuor trying to find out exactly where the pressure is coming from. Finally gets an angle, ends up getting the shots that he needs, and Rorzch going to come in for that cleanup kill. And now it's a 2v1 situation. Demon going to try to equalize the situation, not able to do so. And now Leuor and Rorzch are within striking distance of Team Demons.
I love the teamwork out of Rebels right there. The ability to kind of, you know, play your life and wait for your teammate. He flew off top center just to get that cleanup. Obviously, there's a 5-second respawn, so he's able to fly. They get the cleanup. No deaths, no trades. 4-5 right now. They've brought the score very close, and Leuor's in trouble. He's getting shot at from bottom center. There's the assist marker. There's Perzecute on your screen. He does not get the kill, though. Rorzch with a very big beatdown. That's going to secure him that camo up top on Demon.
Camouflage in the hands of Demon, taking some heavy damage, forced to back down and try to play his life. Him surviving with this camouflage is more important than him trading out any 1 or 2 kills. And Leuor feels the pressure coming in. It is Demon going in, and luckily Leuor able to utilize that thrust to close the distance. Demon was not ready for that and ends up trading off that kill. Getting camo off the map is going to be big, but it's still a 7-6 lead going in favor of the boys in blue.
Perzecute just watching Demon here, playing slow on this utility, and honestly, I've seen that thrust used that way so often. You know, using thrust in an offensive way to get that beatdown after the 2 shots. Perzecute is going to get pushed there. Another trade comes through. 9-7 right now. Demon's in the lead by 2, but all 2 dead for Rebels. They're going to watch for these spawns and make sure they pressure them quick.
And luckily for Leuor and Rorzch, this is a big map, so the squad wipe goes in, but they did not have that 50% map control, so they weren't able to put the pressure on the spawns immediately. Be careful, don't get slayed out and get pressured as Leuor ends up getting that first kill. Perzecute is gonna be the first one to fall. Demon's now gonna try to milk his life as long as possible and wait for his teammate to spawn up. An excellent denial nade over towards top P. Demon ends up getting the assist as Perzecute coming in with a nade of his own, and now the turntables are turntabling, and they're back in favor of the boys in red.
Yeah, Demon's gonna end up pushing this utility to try to get a little bit of a pinch here, but that camo is coming up real shortly. Here goes the 1 kill, and Leuor gets a second. That's gonna be 2 kills for them. They tie the game at 10, and that camo's coming up as well, so they're gonna have control of that. Watching for these spawns, a great turnaround for Rebels as they've come back in this game fully.
Rorzch having the camouflage in hands and controlling that top mid portion of the map. able to get the thrust as well. That's going to be big. Going in. It doesn't get the first shot, but luckily equalizes. Sadly, it was not ready for the bait and switch to come in as one player to go down for each of these teams. Demon's going to be the second one to go down, and we have a lead change going in favor of Rebels, and they're being Rebels. They're not following the script right now. They were supposed to lose game number 1, but now they have a lead, and they're continuing to snowball from here as Leuor ends up taking down Perzecute, and they are starting to up the tempo. They are starting to get aggressive here. Leuor now chasing down. Demon finally spots him, but Demon able to get a big kill before falling. Not able to stop the killing spree coming out of Leuor, though.
Oh, the Rebels are just playing phenomenal right now. Look at the assists as well. 7 assists on the board for Rebels. They're starting to, they came back in this game. They were down by, I believe it was 3 kills at one point. Now they're leading by 3 right at this moment. And you see Leuor, he's pushing back. He wants to stay alive. And something that they're doing really well at right now, Tony, is getting on top of these trades. The trades are always in their favor if they trade at all. And a lot of the time, they're able to stay alive, bait and switch perfectly, and not allow any trades to happen. They're up by 5 kills already.
I agree, Tim. You have to prioritize your life, and that's exactly what you're seeing out of Team Rebel. They're putting in that work, and the only time you see them go down are in those trade situations. Otherwise, they're playing their lives. They're playing as smart as possible, allowing their teamwork to do most of the work here as Rorzch able to take down Demons. However, Leuor in a non-advantageous position ends up going in, almost able to get the clutch stick, but Perzecute clutches it out of his own and now gets that top P control, and they're trying to influence those spawns over towards the yellow base, but it looks like there was an off spawn coming up behind them. The recognition coming in. We're going to change direction. The shot's going to fly out. Ends up getting the perfect kill onto Leuor. Beautiful shots coming out of Chris Perzecute.
A much needed perfect at that moment as well. That camo is up, but unfortunately, Persecute's gonna kill himself. But Demon gets the camo as a trade. A little bit of an offering to give up for this beautiful camo. He's staying top center, continuing to keep that control, but he's gonna challenge down bottom center. Gets a couple shots in. Unfortunately, he's gonna get flanked from behind by Rorzch. Great job by Leuor to stay alive in that situation, but Perzecute once again on top of the trades. Regardless of all these trades though, Tony, they're still down by 5 kills. They've really got to step it up here and start to get some slays without any trades.
You cannot make big mistakes like that, especially against a team as experienced and as well-rounded as Leuor and Rorzch are. You give them an inch, they will take a mile, and that's exactly what you're seeing. Leuor getting the first kill. Perzecute now going to be stuck over towards Blue Bridge. The damage coming in out of Rorzch, and the cleanup kill coming in out of Leuor, and every trade working in favor of Team Rebels as they are now 2 kills away from taking game number 1. Make that 1, Tim.
And 1 kill is all they need, and honestly at this point you can just come out, push together as 2 and get the trade on the last kill. There's only 1 remaining. Perzecute and Demon are going to be on that car side. They've got to play some perfect Halo at this point to come back in this game, or else Rebels is going to take game number 1. Rorzch takes a lot of damage there. He's going to back off or try to, but it's not going to be enough. Some 2 kills come through, and Rebels are squad wiped, and a chance for maybe Demons to come through, watch for the spawns, and get these next slays.
Perfect Halo is what needed to be played, and that's what you're seeing right there with a beautiful squad wipe going in favor of Perzecute, and Demons back on board here with Rorzch. Ends up getting the first couple of shots onto Demon, forcing him to back down. The Dave's starting to fly, but he was not ready for that individual gunfight, or at least I should say the bait and switch coming. He thought it was an individual gunfight. The teamwork coming in. Perzecute now shooting bodies. Can someone tell me he's down by 3 kills? Perzecute, what are you doing? You're making them mad, and they're only 1 kill away. Rorzch and Leuor got to reset. There was no reason for Rorzch to go in and try to take that individual gunfight. It was just risky. It was a 50-50 that didn't need to be taken, and it wasn't even individual like he thought. Reset, counter your teamwork that's gotten you this 3-kill lead, and take game number 1.
Unfortunately, right now, Rebels is playing at a really solid position here on the yellow side, playing very slow. Demon did not have the information of where they were. He could have utilized that camo to maybe bring this to a 2-kill game, but instead, the camo is going to be out. Perzecute down, stuck bottom car, and Leuor up top center in this power position. It's going to be really difficult for Demons to come back in this game, but it's definitely possible. Rorzch goes down there once again. We've got a 2-kill game, and Perzecute and Demon looking for this next kill. Can they get the kill? He does! Perzecute is bringing this within 1. They're about to come back in this game, Tony.
that they are. Once again, Rorzch being the first player to go down, and then Leuor goes in for the challenge over toward the middle of the map. Despite being in the 1v2, he might have been better off maybe trying to run away and reset right there, but sadly did not choose the right one. And within striking distance, Demon puts down the shots. Rorzch gonna drop down to bottom. He ends up getting that cleanup kill, the 25th kill, finally being put on the board. But man, Rorzch and Leuor making us sweat like the rebels they are, taking game number 1 and the momentum in this series.
Honestly, in my opinion, Tony, in my strong opinion, I think the momentum, even though Demons did win that first game, Rebels did win that first game, the momentum is in Demons' favor. They were able to come back from such a deficit in the 2v2. Only 1 kill was needed for Rebels in that situation, and they brought it within 2 at the end. I mean, that is just a great showing. Maybe they had to warm up a bit, Tony. Maybe that's all they needed, but we're going to game 2, and game 2 is going to be Recharge Slayer.
You know what, Tim? I respect that, but I think that's a great point. I mean, for them to climb up and be, I think we're down, what, like I said, 24-17, and to climb in and make that a game and be within striking distance of taking that win, I think that's quite impressive. And I would think that's a ton of momentum. However, to me, that brick wall is doing all of that work, and then it being for nothing. I think that even hurts more than if they just gave up halfway through and said, let's move on to game number 2. To climb your way through and be that close, and then not to come out on top. But you know what? You made some great points. I respect that. We're going to find out how they respond in game number 2, because, you know, I mean, this was the warm-up round. If these guys are boxers, this is round number 1. They're throwing a few jabs, not going for any haymakers whatsoever, trying to figure out the timing of their opponent. Now they both know how each team wants to play this out. And now we're going into Recharge Slayer. So we're going to find out if Perzecute and Demons can answer back, or will Rorzch and Leuor really put them against the ropes? That's only time will tell, I guess, Tim. I can't predict the future. Come on now. What are you talking about?
One thing I'm going to mention is that this map, it plays completely different, right? You've got Aquarius with all of these corridors and all these small rooms, and then you've got Recharge, where you're literally able to cross shoot from attic to turbine just with no problem. And you see right there, they're collapsing on Rorzch. He's going to go down. I feel like this map is much more fast-paced, and you see right off the bat, the 2-0 start comes in for Demons, and now they're watching for these spawns on turbine. They know exactly where the spawns are happening, and they're positioning themselves on the map, Tony, to be able to get that information and know. But wait, Demon is in trouble. There is a player on pipes he's got to be careful about.
Well, there's one thing I know about Perzecute and Demon. They love the fast-paced engagement. I mean, they come from the Halo 5 community where it's play fast, and you know, with all of the fails, you play fast some more. Demon able to get his hands on the shock rifle, putting that player down to 1 shot, but not able to get the cleanup kill. Either way, they've cut the map in half, forced them over toward the goal side, but it looks like Perzecute is going to be the first player to go down. Excuse me, Damon's going to be the first player to go down, and Perzecute now by himself, bilking his life, waiting for his teammate to spawn. They have to reset. They've afforded themselves a nice little lead with this 3-0 run, now 3-1. They cannot allow Leuor and Rorzch to climb their way back into it once again.
Now, honestly, something I'm seeing utilized in this 2v2 a lot is the ping system. You only have one other teammate that you have to worry about. You can both focus on ping so well, and you couple that with some great small talk and communication. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of pings coming out of Demons. This team, they're on top of things. They have them trapped right here, but it looks like the drop might come through for Rebels. Perzecute is on the long haul. Looks like he might be the one that's trapped, but you see, he goes towards Sneaky. Such confidence to come back out when he's weak and put the shots in, but Demon's not in a position to help him right now. So Rorzch has to be, or Perzecute has to be careful. He doesn't care. Gets the kill onto Rorzch, and that's going to be a 5-2 lead so far. 10 minutes remain.
And you talked about the pings being utilized. That was a shot caller medal. So Perzecute pinging that player's position exactly where it was, and then getting the kill as well. Able to get himself on the camouflage, but also catching a few nades. Leuor finally going to clean him up. And now, once again, Demon being left by himself. Leuor tries to take advantage, but catches a denial nade. Demon off her screen, taking down Rorzch, equalizing the situation. Did Demons, and they're holding on to a 3-kill lead.
Leuor's going to go down to Demon as well. And Demon continuing to push these spawns here. Rorzch is in front of him. And again, playing his life. He's got a player on the attic he's got to be careful about, though, right behind him. He doesn't want to get cleaned up by that player, and it looks like he's holding that wall really well. But Rorzch comes in, gets the kill. Perzecute gets his own, though, and trades out a 4-kill lead now. I believe that energy sword is G8, so we're not going to see that in play at all in this game. I'm liking the angles taken, but Leuor starting to heat up. Rorzch has 1 kill, but Leuor really taking advantage, you know, and heating up in this game so far. Looks like he's just trying to play his life here on the bottom BR. Looking for some players that are pushing through. Demon going to be weak, ends up dropping down.
Leuor ends up getting the assist. Meanwhile, Rorzch trying to up the tempo. He actually had Perzecute in his sight. Perzecute then tried to rotate out, but Rorzch doing a perfect job of cutting off that angle. That's what 2s is all about. You're playing literally chess at that point. You need to put those shots in and find out where your opponent's going to move from there, especially at this level of competition. Rorzch well aware of that and cuts him off beautifully. Ends up getting the assist on that one within 1 kill. Now are Rebels. Leuor throwing the denial nades, but nobody pushing him just yet. They literally know that Demon's going in for the challenge onto Rorzch off the screen. Leuor checking every corner. Finally finds a player. That player's gonna be 1 shot. Easy kill coming in out of Leuor, and Rorzch gets away with the shock rifle. They're gonna reset with this newfound lead.
And Rebels just made a demon sandwich right there. That was perfectly played. They were literally able to sandwich those 2 players in. They got the cleanups necessary, and Rorzch really taking advantage of this shock rifle. He's got 3 kills on the board. He has not died yet. Now he's starting to pop off. This will be a killing spree if he gets this. Unfortunately, misses the shot, but you know, smartly backs off, gets his shields back, and waits for another position for his teammate here. And look, the flank comes through. There's the killing spree, and Demon goes down as well. Rorzch is popping off with a double kill.
That he is. That was a beautiful shot coming out of Rorzch, and something tells me that he is not done yet. Going down to 1 shot, playing his life, a 12-9 lead. But man, beautifully played by Rorzch, and anticipating Demon's movement almost exactly, but not able to get the headshot still. 3-kill lead. Tim, how are you liking the way Rebels are playing right now?
They're playing strong just like they did in the last match, and honestly, I gotta see some power coming out of this Demon squad. I don't want them coming into this match towards the end and starting to pop off and waiting till they have no time to do so. They've got to start now. They've got to start that momentum, because Rorzch literally has not died at all. He was 0-3 and now is 6-3 in this game with 3 assists. Rorzch is really the playmaker right now. And Leuor is just doing a great job of holding his angles and playing smart. They're starting to slow down this game, but here comes Demon, and then here comes Perzecute. They get that too, and that's going to be 14-11. This is exactly what we need out of Demons.
That shock rifle is going to change hands and into the hands of Demon, holding down the control side. That's going to funnel those spawns over towards the gold side of the map. Demon taking some heavy damage. Perzecute getting to an individual gunfight, ends up taking down Rorzch, and goes in for the challenge onto Leuor, able to put him down to 1 shot before going down. So easy cleanups for the janitor, aka Demon. Only down by 2 kills. Can Team Demons make a comeback here? There's time on the board and definitely room on the scoreboard.
That camo just came up. It's going to be a big fight for that right now. Demon's in a prime position to watch some angles. Perzecute gets his own kill. Demon gets his own. No need for teamwork. These guys are individually popping off, and now we've got a tie game right now, 15-15, and they've got camo control as well. Watch for those spawns on the attic.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, this is not a final. This ain't a winner's final. This ain't a semi-final. Man, this is round number 1 of your Money Tuesday matchup, and man, has it not disappointed as the kill is going to come in. Actually, the trades are, so once they were tied up at 16 apiece, but Perzecute utilizing that camouflage to get right behind enemy line, taking down Leuor, gets himself a shock rifle, not afraid of Rorzch, goes in for the challenge, and now a 2-kill lead, not in favor of Rebels anymore, but back in favor of Team Demon.
Oh my word, and Perzecute is not stopping now. 19-16, and something I love about Perzecute, Tony, is his confidence. You see, there are times where maybe challenging, not a very good decision, but he does it anyway, and he gets the kills anyway. Demon's gonna get his trade, ends up playing his life. It's a 1v1 situation, but I like the play by these 2, just playing slow, playing their life. Demon's gonna try to get that damage in with the commando, but backs off, and Rorzch gets a beautiful spawn, unfortunately, and that's gonna bring this within 2, but Perzecute goes down as well, and now we're within 1. This is the closest series. I did not expect this for a round 1 in an open, Tony.
Yeah, once again, making another demon sandwich. I'm more of a fan of an Italian sub or a little turkey, ham, and cheese, but man, these guys just making demon sandwich all over the place. Another challenge, this time going on to Perzecute. 10 seconds with camouflage coming up. This is probably the most important gunfight in the game so far. If either one of these teams can squad wipe, they can get their hands onto that camouflage. Leuor forced to back down all the way down to one shot, and instead he's going to choose to bait the camo. Perzecute and getting some shots and getting caught with his pants down. The shots fly in, Perzecute goes down, and now it's a 1v1 scenario, but because of that, Leuor able to sneak away with the camo. Demon dropping down with the early shots, but that's not going to be enough. In fact, it might just be a kill.
13 and 11 for Leuor so far. Persecute's been caught out rotating 2 times in a row now, so maybe just being a little bit more careful. You know, using those pings effectively, getting some knowledge on where players are set up. Looks like the push is coming through. Demon gets his kill. Rorzch gets the trade with the stick. Can he get this kill? Leuor looking for it onto Perzecute. Can he get it? Oh my word! He pitched a fastball! It said he pitched a fastball. I've never seen that in Halo Infinite.
Leuor putting Perzecute down to one shot and then drilling him with shot after shot, but the bullets were almost seemingly going right through him, and Perzecute takes advantage of it, ends up getting the big kill, gets himself a shock rifle. 24 to 21. Team Demons are now 1 kill away from tying up the series.
Tony, I've never seen that in Halo Infinite in my life, and I believe, if I'm thinking about it correctly, it's when someone is no shield and you throw a grenade at their face. He did it, and they're gonna win this second game. We're tied 1-1. Tony, this is a best of 5. What is going on here?
I don't have an answer for you. This is absolute madness. This is crazy. Both of these teams are leaving it all on the line. It's single elimination. There's big money on the line. You know what this is? Tim, you know what this is? This is Money Tuesdays, baby.
Let's go,
you better
baby.
get freaking used to it.
Let's go. Next game. It is 1-1 right now. Rebels and Demon tied up. The next game we have, Tony, live fire. Okay, we got the sniper involved. We've got everything. Okay. This is Money Tuesday, partnered by First Blood. This is it. Who is gonna get the first blood in the very first round of this tournament? Perzecute looking like he wants it. I told you that momentum, Tony, it's hard to break. These guys are coming in hot. They started off a bit cold, I will agree, but they came in and closed it out when needed. I'm really looking, I think they're gonna win this. Honestly, Perzecute and Demon, the Demon mode's coming out. It's time to get scared.
Look. Oh, look. Hold on. One more time. Oh, Demon, where's your face? Oh, there it is. It's splattered on the wall. Man. God bless. There was some disgusting play on both sides. There were disgusting plays on both sides. My gosh. And you're starting to see why Perzecute was scouted out by Flame Sword himself. You know, he was teaming with status quo for a bit. He obviously, chose a different route, but you got a Naval, Roy, Flames. I mean, come on, let's be serious. Yeah, right. But man, there's a reason why Perzecute was being scouted by that squad, now teaming with Demons and doing very good while doing that. Not only they're amazing at 2s, they're amazing at 4s, and you're gonna see them as a household name very soon. Oh, what is this? What? Hold on. Come on. My shock rifle does not work that way. There's obviously some kind of foul play going here. And look, this one Leuor makes a one shot. He's one shot. He missed the first Q, but there was like 2 more that looked so good. And Perzecute says, I don't care. Hold this for me, and then drops a sticky grenade right on him. Gets the stick, but it doesn't matter because the actual impact from the stick was enough to put him down. He was that weak. It's almost as rare as getting like a pancake medal when you slam somebody against the wall with the repulsor. My gosh, we're tied up right now at 1 apiece. Best of 5 series, a single elimination. Go big or go home. Both of these teams are aware of it, and both of these teams have a chance to make it into the finals. Only one can make it. Tim, only one can make it out of round number 1.
That's right, and we've got so many good teams. There's going to be some crazy matches coming up. Of course, Perzecute, starting off on your screen, is going to grab that sniper. Players have literally started to master this weapon so effectively. Can we see Perzecute master it? Unfortunately not. Leuor's going to take him out. It's a tie 1-1, and looks like Demon trying to get that kill. He needs to. That sniper's going to be very effective, and he does. Also, that overshield's coming up as well, so this could potentially be a nice swing for Demons here.
That it is, but Demon was not able to click onto that power immediately. He ends up going down. Now Perzecute by himself left to defend the power, ends up winning the individual gunfight against Leuor, but the cleanup is going to be so easy for Rorzch, and he ends up getting the overshot. Now Demon caught out of position. Once Perzecute goes down, I think Demon had to try to get out of dodge, but now he's going to try to neutralize this overshield, but most likely it will cost him his life. Doing a great job of buying out that time. Rorzch ends up getting the kill, but as I expected, the overshield ends up being wasted. Perzecute tries to slide into that man's DMs and gets blocked. He immediately sorry. That man's in a faithful, committed to relationship with Halo Infinite and competition.
5-3. Rorzch with the sniper in hand, only 2 bullets remaining. Make that 1 as he whiffs another. Leuor goes down, Perzecute confidently taking that 2v1, and Rorzch in a position where he could not help. But he's trying to look for maybe a trade here. Unfortunately, they're going to push him aggressively. He's in trouble right now. Can he stay alive is the question. Ends up sneaking down, and it looks like Leuor does get that cleanup. So it's a 6-4 again, and Perzecute, I like the play to go down below and confidently take on a 1v1 versus Leuor, and he takes that fight graciously, gets the kill, starting off 3-3. Perzecute starting to heat up again in this game. That OS is coming up in 5, though. They've got to prepare for that.
That they do. And this is a little bit different in this game number 3 that we saw throughout the first 2 games. We saw some big swings going in favor of Perzecute and Demon, starting off with a 6-0 run and a 3-0 run in game number 2. Now we're seeing the lead actually in favor of the boys in blue this time. They're starting off hotter than we've seen so far in this series. They're really starting to get into their own. Rorzch does end up taking a few shots here, ends up losing most of his overshield, and has no idea exactly where the player is on the tower. Finally ends up spotting him, but as he spots him, he ends up taking some shots. His teammate ends up going down. We're now tied up at 7 apiece, and Rorzch throwing the denial nades over towards that bottom mid drop down, but successfully buys enough time for Leuor to spawn up.
And something we have to really pay attention to, Tony, is so far Rebels have got 2 overshields, and this game is tied right now at a 7-7. So overshield not playing a huge factor apparently, as Perzecute's looking for this shortcut play. It looks like he's holding hands with his teammate there. Sniper's coming up in 5. You can see the transition to top center. Rorzch is going to get that kill with a grenade. The trade comes through. Can he get another? No. He does get a double. And that's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. That's exactly what you want because you get the sniper as well.
Sniper rifle in the hands of Rorzch, watching that top mid angle as the spawners were coming in out of the A side. So I love the thought process coming out of Rorzch right there, but it might have been just a little bit too early. Either way, Leuor and Rorzch holding onto the C side of the map, the more powerful side. You definitely don't want to be spawning over towards A, especially when this man has that long gun. He's about to make a play here. I can just feel it active. I can just feel it.
Top tower just holding the sniper, holding some angles here is Rorzch. 20 seconds on that overshield, and I'm looking for Demons to finally get their first one, because I truly feel like they can make an impact with their aggression here. Demon pushing through. The crouch strafe comes out, gets the kill, but the trade comes through. But again, that's a 2-for-1 trade. Perzecute gonna have this snipe. And it's a tie game, 10-10 right now. Of course, that heat wave down bottom is GA'd, which means there's a gentleman agreement that they are not going to use that power weapon in this 2v2. Oh my goodness, Perzecute with the no-scope. He wants another one. Can Leuor pop out? He does, misses it. Can he go for it again? Oh, the confidence, and Leuor says, no, stop it. Do not disrespect me like that. Gets the kill, and now that's going to put them up by 1. And Demon, he's on the spawn. He's got to be careful and wait for his teammate.
RESPECT, that's what Leuor wants and needs. That with some overshield action as well is going to be just as good. Perzecute going down, but looks like he ends up catching the plasma pistol shot. He was poised to get a double kill right there, but ends up losing his overshield. Is going to have to be satisfied with just 1. Rorzch going to try to go for the cleanup, not able to do so. Like a good fundamental Halo player, he's not going to chase him down to that alleyway. Instead, he's going to back down and reset.
Really great job by Demons, Tony. Constantly, like I mentioned, that's 3 overshields in a row now for Rebels. They've constantly, Demons that is, have shut down every single overshield. And they're only down by 1 in this game. 7 minutes remaining, of course. They're going to be pushing on the outside here. It looks like a kill comes in for Leuor, and Demon gets a kill of his own. But again, Rebels is on top of those trades. They're going to have Sniper as well. Rorzch looking for these B spawns. Unfortunately, the team is going to spawn on A. So transitioning to top center, trying to get some angles here. You see Demon pushing on the outside, and Rorzch and Leuor top center together.
Once again, Leuor and Rorzch prioritizing that top mid and the power up street. There are not many players going to rotate over from garage over towards power up, and Rorzch aware of it, so he ends up ripping Perzecute's head off with that snipe shot, giving them a 3-kill lead. And now Leuor and Rorzch just holding hands, running together, ready for the bait and switch action if they were able to find that player by himself. But what a beautiful entry frag coming in, and now Overshield's coming up. If they get one more wipe and able to secure themselves some overshield, they can really put some distance between them and that scoreboard here with Perzecute and Demons.
Yeah, you have a choice to make. Those snipers up top as well. Looks like Perzecute and Demon are going to go for that OS. They're going to choose that. I believe Leuor, he did go for the sniper potentially, but finally, Demons get their very first OS. Can they make it work? Yes, they do. They get the wipe. That's going to be huge. That OS plays a big factor, and now Sniper is still up top center, so they can get that as well. This could be a turning point for Demons to come through here, and you see the spawns already on B side. Perzecute's got some confidence, but he's got to be careful because that confidence could come to bite him in the butt, as it does right there. Rorzch gets another kill. He's 10-4, Tony.
That he is currently down by 1 kill here. Rorzch going in for the chase on the bottom. A ends up running right into a grenade, getting a little overzealous, trying to leap into that, and because of that, we are tied up at 17 apiece. And it looks like Demon utilizing the skill gap. That's right, that's the assault rifle taking down Leuor. Now Rorzch gonna be left by himself. A 1-kill lead going in favor of the boys in red. They're poised to make a run. Rorzch goes down. And now they are spawning. They're on a cycle right now, consistently spawning one at a time and going down. They need to find some kind of reset here, does Rebel. They have control about maybe 80% of the game, but they're losing it, Tim. Tim, they are losing it.
I was worried they weren't going to find that sniper, but Perzecute does. Goes for another shot on the Leuor. Not going to get it in time, and Demon goes down as well. Unfortunately, the wipe comes through, and that's going to bring Rebels closer to getting this lead. It's 19-20 right now, and you see, looks like Demons are kind of split up. Perzecute is down bottom. Leuor wants to go for this nest control. He's got Sniper to deal with again. 3 bullets to work with in this weapon. And of course, the OS coming up in 13. Gets the cleanup onto Demon. Tries to go for the no-scope. Can he win this fight? No. Perzecute shuts him down. Gets the double kill and the body beat down as well. 22-20. It looks like they're trying to close this out. They only need 3 more kills, but Rorzch, look at him sprinting for that overshield.
That he is, but he's not able to pop it in time. He ends up going down, and Leuor ends up losing his life as well because of that. Perzecute might have just grabbed the overshield and all of the resources that they need to take this game number 3. How do you stop Perzecute with overshield and a 4-kill lead? We're going to find out what Rorzch and Leuor plan to do.
Demon just trying to play slow here with Perzecute. He's got a quarter of an OS left, and you see the escape down bottom. It's not gonna work though. The kill comes through the stick. He throws another one, and he gets the kill. 25-20. Demons is gonna go up 2-1.
My gosh, Team Demons coming out on top when they were down most of that game. Mind you, Leuor and Rorzch had a major amount of control. I said maybe about 80% of the game, but then Perzecute and Demon seemingly coming out of nowhere, stealing that lead and simply not looking back. And when Rorzch, I believe it was Rorzch going for that overshield, literally had it in his hands, catches the body shot and then the headshot to put him down before smacking it onto his chest like Iron Man. That was the game-winning play. At that point, they only needed 1 more kill. Perzecute was feeling confident, and he just ran it. That's going to be a 25-20 win. 4,206 damage coming out of Perzecute to go along with his 15 kills and the 6 assists. Let's take a look at some of these replays.
And honestly, Tony, something I want to bring up is it might have been just a tiny little play call mistake there, right? There's a potential that Rorzch got the call that Perzecute was on pillars and not already in bottom mid, and because of that, he thought he had the timing to get that overshield, and that overshield lost him the game. Him going for that, him sprinting for that overshield lost him the game, and something else that lost him the game was the beautiful shots from Perzecute. So much confidence in him. It ended up getting him a couple deaths, but this shot was ridiculous. And honestly, Tony, you know what I love about this whole thing? You know what I absolutely love? I'm sorry, HCS. I'm sorry, 343, but they haven't added one of my favorite playlists of all time, which is 2v2s. And you know what? LVT and First Blood coming through with the clutch. We have through 12 tournaments of 2v2s to work with. You get to play 2v2s every freaking Saturday. That's amazing.
That you do, and I would love to have some ranked 2v2 playlist. I mean, it was so big in Halo 5, and it was getting even bigger. And then, man, I want to see it back. I really do, because you're seeing high level 2s just like this. The comebacks are incredible. The runs are insane. I mean, you have all of this open area where you can make literally anything happen, and that's what you're seeing, especially at this level of competition. It's going to be absolutely incredible to watch. So bring it back, baby. Bring it back, as we're bringing it right back here to recharge on game number 4. Perzecute and Demons have a chance to put their third win, final win here. Meanwhile, Leuor and Rorzch are fighting for their tournament lives.
And something I'm gonna look for Demons here is really just to start off strong. Okay, they had a rough first game. Obviously, that second game they had to come back from as well to win. This one, I'm looking for them to start strong. Okay, I want them to start off with some strong kills. You see Demon is on the back of the turbine there. He's just going to try and play his life. I like Persecute's position here on the Mangler, though. He's in a position to help him out. I like Demon kind of escaping. He's in, he's in a bad spot, and look at the collapse right there. They're going to get one. They're going to go for Rorzch. He's got to run away. He's in big trouble. He's got the camo. If they get this kill, it could be bad. Goes for the repulsor. Can't think of the word right now, but tries to get him out of camo, which is actually very intelligent play. But unfortunately, they're not going to get the kill. It's tied 1-1. Very slow at the start.
All eyes are on Rorzch right now. When they started off with that early deficit, it was going in favor of to Perzecute and Demons. It was Leuor that actually had 4 kills, and Rorzch that was lacking behind with 0. Eventually, obviously, he caught wind and ended up catching back. But man, when all eyes are on him, he has to make a play, and he has to have a better performance on recharge this time than he did the first time they actually went at it. Meanwhile, ends up going down. Demon now has his hands onto the shock rifle, and that's a player you don't want to give it to, as Perzecute off a screen able to take down Leuor, and now they're starting to make a run, and Rorzch making a bit too much noise over towards gold, and ends up letting his position known to everybody else on the map.
That's a really good point, Tony. I think that sound plays such a big factor in this Halo opposed to any other Halo in the series. I think sound is so important, especially in 2s. You got, there's only 4 players in the map, a lot less to kind of listen for. And I think sound, listening to sound and listening to where players are can give you a lot of information. Demon gonna get this camo. I don't believe he got it off, but it looks like it's going to be burned, so Leor's not going to get that, but he does have this shock rifle in hand. He's going to be watching for these spawns. Perzecute with a beautiful shot, going to take him out, and that's going to give them the lead, 6-5.
Still on board now with Perzecute, making his way over toward the seaside of the map. Literally, that Rorzch is literally right under him, and then Leuor is around him as well, over towards bottom tower. Ends up hearing him, drops down, but not able to connect that first shot. Still, Leuor trying to make some moves, ends up jumping up towards C, and right into the hands of Demons. A squad wipe going in favor of the boys in red. And once again, they're going to try to influence those spawns. Demon blocking A, Perzecute blocking long haul. That means the only spawn to go in is back gold, which is made heaven for an experienced team, or name yourself. That works too.
Unfortunately, that's going to take him out there, but it's like Demon just trying to get at least a trade. And Tony, that's what you have to do. If your teammate's down and there's no possible way to get out of a situation, you got to at least go for a trade to kind of keep that score, keep that lead a little bit larger. Because of that trade, they're up 7-9, and it looks like maybe Leuor's going for this top position here. I like this. His teammate does die, and if they spot Leuor, they're going to know exactly where his teammate's going to spawn, so you're going to see the pinch coming through. Demon's going to push through long haul, and you're going to see Perzecute potentially push through turbine. It looks like they're sitting back, kind of playing their advantage right now. Leuor gets the sticky! Oh my gosh, return to sender! Wow!
Very rarely do we see a return to sender medal at all, especially not in competitive play, but the sticky was going in, and Leuor with the incredible timing. I don't know if it was skill or luck or some kind of combination of the two, but bouncing the sticky grenade back to its thrower or returning it to sender gets the kill, and that's an 11-9 lead, still going in favor of Perzecute and Demons, but that has to create some kind of energy, some kind of momentum here for Rorzch and Leuor. What a play.
Rorzch trying to get this kill on the Demon. He does get the double beat down there, and that's going to give him this camo as well. So a very, very important kill for Rorzch in this situation, starting to build on this momentum. Spawns are coming out on the elevator. They do know this, and they have the information. So now we got to watch how they play this. Like you said, it's a chess match. How are they going to play this game? How are they going to play this play? Leuor gets the kill there. They're trying to get Demon as well. He takes a couple shots and stays alive on bottom BR. Great play by Demon. He's going to wait for his teammate here, and this camo is going to be just wasted at this point. He didn't get much value out of it, got 1 kill or so. Great job by Demons to stay alive in that situation, but Leuor looks like he's going to get Demon at the end of the story.
And that's one of the tough things about camouflage in Halo Infinite. It does not last as long as previous Halos. You know, sometimes I almost feel like I should save it to try to get some kind of value out of it because it ends up being wasted at times. Meanwhile, Rorzch's teammate ends up going down, forcing him into a 1v2 scenario as he tries to buy time for his teammates to spawn, making quite a bit of noise, but still, Demons and Perzecute not knowing exactly where he is. They must have not put their headsets on yet, and Rorzch and Leuor going to take advantage of no audio cues, gets the squad wipe. Now they're influencing the spawns. Back over the top, gold as Perzecute and Demons go, and they also have a 2-kill lead to go with it. However, Rorzch not able to get away with his life.
Yeah, I like the use of the repulsor there, just trying to repulse off the wall to escape a little bit easier. He's going to end up getting taken out. Leuor's going to get a kill onto Perzecute. And I like, look at it. Look at his movement, though. He's getting away. He knows Demon's trying to go for that trade. He's walking right towards the place where his teammate can look out for him. And he gets the kill on a Demon anyway. Oh, my word. The reversal comes through. That's going to be Demon down. And a 3-kill lead for Rebels. Make that 4.
And that's one of my problems with the Commando, Tim. I think it's fantastic at putting down that damage and making multiple players one-shot, but it is not the most efficient actual killer. And I would definitely have a BR when it comes to cleaning up those kills. I can make multiple players one-shot with that Commando, but it means nothing if I can't get that final headshot in. And that's exactly what you saw there as the camouflage in the hands of Perzecute ends up being burned almost immediately. Rorzch is down, but Leuor in a 1v1 scenario against Demon. And once again, getting right behind enemy lines, puts the shot onto Demon. He's gonna try to fly it, he has to be careful, doesn't want to get repulsed off the map, doesn't want to run into Perzecute either, which Rorzch ends up taking him down 20-17, going in favor of Team Rebels.
I think both camos that Demons have gotten, unfortunately, were both burned. And Rebels have kind of they've gotten some value out of their camos. So I'm looking to see if Demons can kind of turn this around and start to use these camos effectively in this game. It's going to allow them to come back, but you got to take out Rorzch right now. This man is on fire. He's going to kill Perzecute too. I can just feel the momentum swing. Oh my word, Perzecute. Big kill out of him, 19-21, and Demon in a position to help him out down bottom pipes.
That he is. Perzecute now on the prowl, having know exactly what Leuor is, but he didn't know he was going to get knocked back and going in for a swing. Meanwhile, Demon goes in for the kill onto Leuor, ends up going down to one shot, is going to try to get away with his life, but something tells me he's going to be cut off eventually as Rorzch drops down, gets the kill. 2 more kills needed by Team Rebels on board with Perzecute. What is he going to do to eat away at this 3-kill lead?
Oh, that makes me sad. Demon tried to go for that repulsor play to answer back. Unfortunately, he was just a little bit too late. He wasn't able to get there in time. Perzecute, this is who you want to see with a shock rifle in hand. He can bring this game back. They only need 2 kills to tie it up. And be careful. Do not peek your head. He will take it off.
If there's any chance for them to come back in this game, it's going to be on the back of the shock rifle. Definitely not on the back of the nade damage that he's taken, not from the enemy team, but from his teammate here. That's going to force him to back down being one shot, but it might give Leuor a free camouflage grab as Rorzch holding them back. Perzecute going down to one shot, forced to back down. Rorzch able to get away with the camouflage and gets the kill. They have the shots going into bat ledge, and that's going to be it. Rorzch comes in for the cleanup, the 50th kill on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a game number 5.
What a way to start Money Tuesday. LVT partnered with First Blood, our first ever game series of this open, and we're starting with a game 5. Tony, these guys are evenly matched. They've gone back and forth. Game 5, of course, it's going to be Aquarius, and again, this is a great map, and honestly, I loved it at the start of the game. I really enjoyed it. But I just, there's so many little rooms, and you really gotta like play perfectly with your teammate. You gotta push together. But then there's those rooms where you can escape on car side. You can escape on utility, on pink. So we're gonna see how these teams play. Do they play differently? Can Demons come through and start to control that camo? That's the big factor, right? They've got to control that camo. As you see, the return to sender. This is so perfect. I would never in my life have this reaction time. I am so old. Look at this reaction time. He sends it right back and sticks him right on the head, as Garrett would call it, the blueberry. But just some great matches to start, Tony.
And to be honest with you, I can't even call that luck. That had to be skill because there was really no reason for him to repulse back instead of going in for the melee right there, unless he happens to play on a really low sensitivity. He literally must have saw the sticky grenade go up and repulse right then. And man, was it beautifully done. And a 1-0 lead already started here by Rebels as Perzecute tries to bait that camouflage, doesn't get a singular shot into Rorzch, who's able to get away with the power-up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Those ledges right there, Tony, as the trade comes through. Those ledges can be deadly. You know, you go up there, those are easily pre-nated. That's a spot a lot of players just like to rush up there off the start of the game, get that top center control, and Rorzch was ready for it. He's starting this game off 2-1. You know, 2-2 score so far. They're not going to pick up those shots. They are GA'd. Demon, his shot's looking real spicy, and you can see his movement. He's starting to get confident. I want to see this momentum shift here. I want to see Demon start to take control of these power-ups and make sure that they get this lead early.
Sticks come in, trades go down, and once again, we are tied up at 3 apiece. It is do or die, ladies and gentlemen. It's game number 5. In your round number 1. Again, not semifinals, not quarterfinals. This is round number 1, and it's giving me the emotional roller coaster of an entire tournament here. Perzecute already dropping the pings, and Demon's trying to respond with the nades, but Rorzch ends up catching the flank, and that's going to be an easy kill for him. Leuor and Rorzch now going to try to create that Perzecute sandwich that he talked about earlier. Rorzch making Perzecute one shot, ends up going down. Leuor gets the cleanup kill, and that's going to be a 1-kill lead going in favor of Rebels.
Yeah, Demon's got to be careful, though. We don't want to do one-to-one trades over and over and over again. Demon's got to watch out for his teammate spawn, make sure that he stays alive and he doesn't get pinched here. Leuor's going to stay on this top center side. I like this play, and you see Demon rotating towards his teammate. I like that play out of Demon. Leuor just kind of perching up here, get some shots on a Perzecute. Perzecute's going to play the angle and just call out that player. Leuor on the pistol, one of the stronger weapons, I believe, in this game, especially close range. You see Demon, he's gonna go for this camo. Can he get it? This is the thing right here. This is the impact that they can make. But no, again, Leuor gets the burn. They're gonna burn that camo in the hands of Demons, and they've done this the entire series. Rebels doing a great job of either getting control of the power-ups or shutting them down.
And once again, tied up at 6 apiece. Normally in the first few games, we saw one team catch a dominant lead in the beginning of the game. Not this time. Both of these players leaving it, or all 4 of these players leaving it all on the line here. Perzecute going down to half shield. Demon, one shot right next to him. The nades are going in. Luckily, there's no dynamo grenades that are GA in this one, because they definitely would have got hit. Perzecute gets the back smack, though. Ends up getting the double kill, looking like Mayweather out there, dodging the hits and delivering the counter punches going in. That's going to be a 2-kill lead going in favor of Team Demons.
Demons showing some body disrespect to both of them, but the question is, are Rebels affected? Not everyone is affected by mental. Some people get more angry, and it looks like Leuor is one of those people. It's tied up 8-8, but Leuor looking to challenge on Perzecute, decides to back off. And that's one of those things, when you beat people's bodies down, honestly, you're mental, you want to destroy them, right? So you over-challenge, you over-peak, and look at Leuor. He does neither of the two. He gets his shields back, goes in, challenges Demon, gets the kill, and also gets the lead.
Gets the lead indeed. That's even all business up until this point. We've seen a lot of body shots coming in, and I'm not sure, maybe Rebels started it first, but I'm seeing it mostly towards the hand of Team Demon. Leuor putting the shots in onto Demon, ends up getting the kill. So now another 2v1 situation. You cannot be the first player to go down. Then you give a team an inch, they take them out, the shots go in. Rorzch comes in for the cleanup. That's going to be an 11-8 lead. Manners make it man is what I learned when I watched Kingsman. And Leuor and Rorzch, I mean, hey, they're not the ones dealing out the body disrespect. They're the ones giving out the pain instead.
Yep, Tony, they're angry. They are angry. We're seeing that right now. Leuor is 7-3. I believe he hasn't died in 4 kills. He's gonna get this camo as well, uncontested once again. But wait, as I say that, Demon comes through, gets the cleanup, gets the burn. A 3-kill lead for Rebels, but Demon with top center control and a thruster in his back pocket. They're gonna look to kill Rorzch there, but he goes down. Perzecute takes him out on his own. And now looking for these spawns. They have a split here, Tony. If they push Leuor, they can force Rorzch to spawn on the opposite side of the map. This could be really good.
Demons and Perzecute now going in for the chase. There's multiple players here on the fridge side. Demon now trying to go in for the flank, going right up to top P. Perzecute has to drop down to try to play his life here. And both of these players are full shields. Nobody going down just yet. 7 minutes on the clock. Demon's going in for the challenge. Ends up getting the perfect kill. Leuor ends up getting the double kill right back. And once again, the boys in blue have taken command.
Camo coming up in 55 seconds here. Again, if Demons can take control of this and potentially stay alive with it, we could see a little bit of a swing. Leuor with the pistol in hand. Unfortunately, he's going to go down to the Demon there. Rorzch trying to get that trade, but Demon's out. He's gone. Persecute's there to help him out. Pushes through. Demon comes back, gets his shields, gets the kill. We're down to 2 right now between these two teams, 14-16. And look at Demon playing confidently, watching for those spawns on the opposite side on blue.
Demon's going down the courtyard, ends up getting himself the thrust. Leuor ends a one shot. Demons have to be forced to waste the thrust, goes in and able to get the trade. Perzecute onto top car, has the advantage onto Leuor, but ends up whiffing a couple of crucial shots, and Leuor gonna make him pay. 18-15 lead in your game number 5, and Camouflage is coming up active. Yeah, that's right, it's Camo.
Yep, here we go again. Leuor gets it once again. Can Perzecute get the kill is the question. Leuor's gonna play his life phenomenally here. Not gonna be caught out, and you see, once again, Rebels take control of this camo, and they do work with it as well. He gets at least 1 kill, but Demon, with a great trade there, gets 2, and he's gonna push for this thrust. That's gonna force him to spawn on the opposite side on blue. So he knows that, and as with that information, he's gonna get top center control on the P.
The thrust really the unsung hero on this map. Without the dynamo grenades, and obviously with the camouflage coming up once every 2 minutes, that thrust controlling, if one, but maybe even both of them, can really be the deciding factor of this game, especially going into these individual gunfights, trying to get out of a sticky situation. Perzecute putting down the shots, ends up taking down Rorzch, but Leuor ends up getting that kill over towards top mid, and Leuor forced to back down with his teammate here. Not gonna go for the 1v1. He already has a 2-kill lead, but it's the teamwork that's gotten them the lead, and he wants to reset and allow their teamwork to finish out this game. Leuor going right over to a utility. The nade comes in, not going to be enough. Ends up taking down Demons, but Perzecute coming in for the cleanup kill. Now Perzecute going in for the challenge onto Rorzch. Man, is this player confident as Chris chasing down Rorzch for dear life. Tim, have you seen anybody play this confident like you're seeing Perzecute with his 12 kills?
Yeah, Persecute's playing very confident, as is Demon, but the problem is, you know, Rebels is able to kind of shut that down with some overextension. Like, you know, they'll set them up in a trap, and then Demons will overextend, and then Rebels comes through and gets the kills needed. They're up by 3 right now. Leuor is gonna go for the beatdown thrust, gets that kill, make that up by 4. They need 2 more kills to close out this best of 5 in our very first open series, LVT Tuesday, and it looks like that might be squandered, as it looks like Demon is going to get a kill on the board. 1 more kill needed for Rebels. Can they close it out here, or is Demon going to put on another show and bring this game back?
Leuor accidentally picked up the dynamo grenades and wasted them because they were GA. That's going to be allowed here, but he's able to also sneak away with the camouflage. That player over on the car side going towards utility. And it looks like off the screen, Rorzch ends up going down. That's going to leave Leuor literally by himself.
24-21. They're looking for this final kill. And again, Demons, they constantly bring this back. If they could just bring this energy in the beginning of the game, they'd be all set. But Leuor and Rebels have constantly got that camo, and it's going to get them that win. Another win in the books. Rebels comes through and wins your very first round in this best of 5. Oh, my word.
And let me tell you, not only are Rebels winning that round number 1, but they are looking good to actually make it far into this tournament. I mean, we're talking about Perzecute and Demons. If I showed you a players list, most people would have had them guaranteed a top 6 finish, maybe even going for that grand finals push. And Leuor and Rorzch taking them out in round number 1 behind the masterclass performance by Leuor. 16 kills, 5 assists, only dying 8 times. Leuor, if you don't know his name, you better know it now. I think the man has a Twitter. You might as well go ahead and follow him while you're at it. Make sure you follow LVT as well. This contest be coming now plenty, almost once a week it seems like, as Leuor and Rorzch taking round number 1 in game 5, Tim. I can't be the only one hype here.
Oh, I am very hype. I want to point out a couple of things. Number one, we talked about it very often, okay? Rebels had control of the power-ups. That's number one. The very solid control of the power-ups. Very difficult to do in 2v2. They were able to get those almost every single time, and if they didn't get them, they got the shutdown on Demons. I like this play right here, though, out of Demons. They kind of baited in Rorzch. They went out, got the double kill. This needed to happen way more often, though, and it just didn't. They were in too many 1v1s, and you saw Rebels had 12 assists in that game, and Demons only had, I believe, 6 or 7. So that just goes to show Rebels is a part of much more of the team fights of both the members, whereas Demons is just taking too many 1v1s. And in a 2v2, you can't really do that. If you can win the 1v1s like Demon did just there, that's good, but you're better off getting the kills and not trading whatsoever, and you do that with phenomenal teamwork.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you though. I mean, Demons and Perzecute may have gotten that double kill towards bottom utility, but if you remember, Demons was one shot right in front of him. Perzecute was literally half shields. Now we know that 343 has a lot of those dynamo grenades over towards that bottom car spawn. If those were in play, or even just any grenades in general, talk a spike grenade, a sticky grenade, I promise those would have went in, and that would have been a double kill going in favor of Leuor and Rorzch if they literally had any grenades. Notice on the P side, a very similar situation. You have like a kind of a choke point over towards the fridge. What's up on top P? Guess what? The sticky grenades. If those were over onto that car side as well, I'm sure they would have went down. But either way, Perzecute ends up getting a nasty double kill, and I kind of went